Alright, lesson 11, functions with artists. The first puzzle here is a simple question. We need to analyze the code and answer the question. What will happen after you press run? As you can see, when we press run, we draw square, we jump to new position and again draw a square. We're calling this function draw square. So we got two squares and they are in different positions, so they are not overlapping. And that was the right answer, answer D. Let's continue. Alright, let's check what will happen after we run the program. Alright, we draw this part of glasses. Now we need to finish up the drawing. To do that, we will move to new position and then draw the square again. Alright, so we're calling the function twice and then we're also filling this gap. This gap is 75, but plus the distance of one side of that rectangle. Then 175, and then we can draw the next one using the same function. And now our task is to build a function that will draw this star here. So we need to move forward and then jump backwards to the same position. You need to turn between those arms. So we need to turn 45 and everything needs to be repeated 8 times. We got 8 arms. Alright, seems like it's working, so we just code the function on the right side in this green box. Okay, we got the function already here. Now we just need to draw all of the stars. So we got 3 stars, we need to jump between them. So distance between first and the second one, that's 200. It's all here at the top in the description. So we jump 200 and then we do the draw star. Then again we jump, but this time it will be shorter. So only 100 and then we draw a star again. Done. In step number 5, we need to draw 5 windows. So it's very important to set up this draw windows function first. We repeat the whole function 4 times. So we got like loop inside the loop when we're going to move forward and turn right. And then we turn right 90 degrees. So to just draw one window. With that figured out, we can do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Keep in mind the distance between those windows at the bottom is way larger. So let's try to play it. In next step, we just need to make a function for a square. We already know this function, so we repeat 4 times, we're moving forward, and then we're turning right. Seems like it's way too large, so we need to move forward only 50. And then we turn left instead of right. After we adjust this function, it should match this smaller square. Perfect. Now we got the function for the square. We need to draw them 3 times, but we will create another function for that. So now one function will include another function. So we draw square and we will end up here, so we need to jump forward 100. Then we draw square again. Jump forward 100 and we draw the last square. Done. To solve this one, we need to create a brand new function that uses this draw a line of squares function twice. but between we need to jump to the correct position in the bottom line. Now it's time to use everything we have learned so far to create this pattern. You will need to start with draw a square function, combine it 3 times to draw a line of squares, and then combine it 2 times to make a line backwards. We will need to repeat whole thing 3 times in general to make this whole thing. Step number 10 is a practice when you can choose which one you want to draw. There's a free draw as well, so you will be not limited to any certain pattern here. You can play using those existing functions. We got hexagon, lines of hexagon, we got squares that we used before, so we just call the name of the function. After you are done with your free play, click finish, and that's end of the lesson 11. You can copy the link to this project if you need to share it, or simply click continue to move to lesson 12.